Welcome to Silent Beats, a space where we honor the pauses in life as much as the melody. I'm AJ, and as always, I'm here. Today I'm going to be a bit of a transcriber, just capturing the rhythm between the words, the meaning in the silence, and the wisdom in the stillness. So in our last episode, we explored fika. That's the Swedish tradition of taking intentional breaths, of stepping away, even briefly, to restore ourselves. And today, I want to take us across the world from Sweden to Japan and step away even briefly to restore ourselves. So let's go a little further, because rest isn't just a momentary indulgence. It's a necessity. And the way we understand it shapes the way we live. So here we go. Sweden to Japan. In Japanese, the word for busy is isogashi. If I'm saying that wrong, my dad will help me out. I have a dad and a brother who speak Japanese. But this word, it's so powerful in its meaning. It's made up of two characters. We discussed this today, and this was really the inspiration behind this podcast. But one means heart, and the other one means death. So think about that. Heart and death, that's what busy means in Japanese. So when we're too busy, when we live in a constant state of isogashi, our hearts begin to wither. I am creating a whole course right now on softening and lightening our hearts and giving our hearts some attention. So that life within us, it begins to fade, and we stop noticing the world around us. We stop tending to what heartfully matters. And yet we just keep going, keep moving. We keep filling our busy schedules, our busy books. But what if there was another way? What if in returning to our rest, making time for quiet, we have confidence, we are stronger? So this today is your call to return, to let go of that relentless motion, find your strength in quietness. So often we resist. We fill every moment. If I was to hold up my calendar right now, we tell ourselves, oh, rest is something I'll do when I die. I'll learn that later. I don't have time for that. But the truth is, our strength is built in the stillness, not in the striving. And there's another Japanese word that we spoke of today, and it offers us some more guidance, mui, and it's made of two characters too, one that means nothing and the other one that means to do. So together, they form a concept that means doing nothing in the way that we might think of it as doing nothing. But it doesn't mean doing nothing in the way we might think. Instead, it carries a higher meaning. It's non-doing, a state of being where we surrender to the moment, where we stop forcing, and we actually give time to our hearts for them to feel. It's a reminder to live with this greater heart awareness, to slow down, allow life to unfold rather than constantly trying to control it. I learned this the hard way. I thought I was in the driver's seat and that my life would go the way that I turned. But if we allow life to unfold the way it's supposed to, it'll be a greater ride. It's that pause between the notes, the breath for the next movement. And when we embrace these Japanese ways of being, we don't lose momentum. We actually gain clarity. And like I said, I struggled with that for a long time. After my husband passed, I've been a widowed single mother. And slowing down sometimes it just feels impossible. There's this weight of responsibility. When I was caregiving for him, when I'm holding everything together, it just doesn't leave much space for rest. So when I did stop, even for a moment, I would feel guilty. But I did realize something. My son who relies on me, the people who rely on you, they don't just need us to keep going. They need us to be wholehearted. They need us to be present. Presence isn't something we can give when our hearts are just drained. So I started experimenting. Very small moments at first. I'd take a deep breath. Before answering that really annoying email, I would pause before reacting. I actually had a note on my desk that said, pause before reacting. It takes time. And I still need to remember that. So a quiet moment, maybe with, like every morning now I've started drinking just a little warm drink. this is peppermint, but that's where I just existed. And in those moments, I did feel something shift. I wasn't doing nothing. I was letting life in. I was reflecting so I could act better in the rest of my moments. And you know me, I'm a science gal, so it turns out that science agrees. We talked last episode about the benefits of taking short breaks. So let's dive a little deeper. Studies have shown that people who take intentional pauses, who step away from their work or responsibilities for even a few minutes, experience lower stress levels, improved concentration, and better problem-solving skills. And yet we resist. Here's my invitation to you. Find your own moment to pause today. Maybe it's 5 minutes in the car before stepping inside the house. Maybe it's putting your phone away during a meal. Maybe it's watching the rain fall or the sun come in the window without rushing to the next thing. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be intentional. In those moments, we return to ourselves. We return to our hearts. We breathe again. And breath is life. In life, as in music, the pauses matter as much as the melody. And when we take them, when we embrace the stillness, we don't lose anything. We gain everything. So today, wherever you are, whatever is weighing on you, give yourself permission to stop just for a moment and know that in the silence, in the stillness, there is music, there is life, and you are not alone in the pause. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. If these Japanese words or Swedish words resonate with you, just put it into your day. If you want to explore more ways to create space and prioritize what truly matters, you can visit amandajoyce.com. I have a book there. I'm working on another book and a course right now it's called Unpack Your Heart. So it's on lightening a heavy heart and softening a hard heart. Until next time, keep breathing, keep feeling, and remember, the music never truly stops. It just changes. I'll meet you in the next quiet